Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show, where I try to bring you new providers, new technologies, and introduce you to the best professionals in the industry, all so you can make informed decisions. Today, I'd like to welcome Roman Jeitziner, the head of U.S. sales for Open Systems, the sponsor of the Top Gun Show. Roman is a seasoned IT professional. In the nearly 10 years he has been at Open Systems, he has served as a security engineer, senior sales engineer, director of sales engineering in the U.S., and now leads all the U.S. sales effort. Roman, welcome to the Top Gun Show.
Steve, thanks a lot for having me and for this warm welcome.
Yeah, it's been great to have you and your team on this month. I know Open Systems is, and I've said this before, is a powerhouse globally, but not totally well known in the U.S. and North America. So I appreciate you taking time on the Top Gun Show to kind of really go after that market share and be as successful in North America as you are globally. In the last few episodes, we've heard about Open Systems. So let's wrap it up in this interview. Why don't you talk a little bit about a customer and how a recent customer win and how you managed to win them?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about the customer, right? That's what it boils down to. All the stuff around is important, but at the end of the day, the customer, that's what has to be in the center. So yeah, last year, one of our channel partners, a trusted advisor, approached us with an opportunity. And she told us it's about like 2,000 users, 10, 12 locations worldwide, and that they had some challenges, right? So for us, obviously, that sounds right in our wheelhouse. And we were really interested in learning more. But what's important is whenever we approach an opportunity like this, we really want to understand as much as possible, even before we talk to the customer, if we have a partner on board, or we do a very in-depth discovery with our customers to really understand where are they today, where do they want to be tomorrow, and also like where do they want to be in the future. And this was a manufacturing customer right in our wheelhouse, and we were not the only one that was competing for that business, but we were luckily the one that came out on top.
That's great. Well, congratulations. So, summarize it. Why do you think the customer chose Open Systems? Why did you come out on top?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of aspects to that. During that entire discovery, we realized it's not just about SD-WAN and like firewalling, which were the initial requests, but there was also like an entire OT environment and security for that, and even access to the that was very important to that customer. So that was kind of like an additional use case we were able to uncover and to address due to that like kind of due diligence that we did in the beginning. But on the other side, it's not just about the technology; it's about the service, right? And we really try to be, we really try to show the customer, and also have like reference customers tell that prospect on how we manage to onboard a customer, so take them from where they are and really guide them. So it's not just like, oh, here's a box, go and have fun, but it's really a process that we go through with the customer. And I think that was really a key ingredient to why we ended up on top.
That's great. That's great. Good recap there. You know, I really appreciated working with Open Systems because you're right. You don't go in and force your technology and your terms and your processes onto the customer. You really stop and listen to what the customer needs and what their objective is, and you meet them at their point and help take them, through that process. So I know you guys are great at that. And this sale is not a transactional sale. Like you said, you don't sell them a box and say, good luck, hope you enjoy it. Talk a little bit about how you work with existing customers after they become customers and help them over time along on their journey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you had Jacob Bazzetti on the call, right? He's our head of customer success here in the US. And this is really like the magic, right? So it's not just the 24/7 support that we bring, but also like that customer success engagement. And I have a really cool story of a customer we were able to win in 2019 when I just came over from Europe, from Switzerland. And like we for over 4 years, not much has happened. Like it was very stable, maybe a site here, a site there. But last year they announced an acquisition, or they announced to us actually that they're going into an acquisition, which is really big. It almost like added 50% to their workforce and locations. And it was really cool for us because we were like a strategic partner in this acquisition, because we were able to help at a very early stage this customer, like how can they go about this acquisition from an IT perspective, right? There's like site templates that we had defined even for the old sites, but then we were able to show, oh, this is like a small one, this is a medium factory, this is a point of sales, and it was literally like just templated, and we were able to really quickly and easily show how this migration can happen. And now we are in this rollout phase, so now it's really about helping the customer to configure the boxes, to install the boxes, to ship them, and then also do the migration and make sure that like IT is not lagging behind when it comes to M&A, but is actually front and center and enables M&As like that. So that's really a success story of like an existing customer and how we were able to expand them.
That's great. That's a true partnership right there. I appreciate you sharing that. Well, Roman, you've had a very impressive career. I was checking you out on LinkedIn before we started to meet. A few years ago, like you mentioned, you moved from Switzerland to the States to grow the North American market. I got a personal question for you. Tell me, other than the appearance on the Top Gun Show, tell me the happiest day of your life.
Ooh. I mean, I'm not that old, but still, there's a few happy days. I would actually boil it down to two things. To after my move to the US, right? One work related, that's actually winning this customer that I was just talking about, which we were able to expand, because the moment we wanted, like such a weight fell off my shoulders, because they tested us like no other customer ever before, and I was sweating blood like during that selling phase to actually get them. And when we finally did, that was really like from a work perspective, that was really a happy moment. But the other thing is the national parks here in the US. I mean, Switzerland is a tiny country, as you may know, and like some national parks are probably bigger than Switzerland. But that was really, I've managed to visit many of them already, and I still want to go for more. So this is kind of like a happy place for me here in the US, far away from home.
Well, that's great. Hopefully we'll build your business through the Top Gun Show. You'll be able to take a little bit of time off and go enjoy the national parks here. I appreciate your time, Roman. Thanks for carving out time out of your busy schedule to be on the Top Gun Show today, man. I really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Steve, for having us. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for watching, everybody.